the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Michigan State's offense will go to work first. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colson Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football the best? I think that determines who wins.
Yeah, and Michigan State had almost 100 yards more of offense, so they moved the football, but you're right. It's those critical mistakes. And Michigan last year, very successful against their rivals. Can they continue that trend?
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Child. Finds his big tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That's caught. It's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Trying to barge in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Pressure coming. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's McCulley.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage their green and white on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Got room to work. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple of years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Trying to get behind the defense. Bust through behind his pad. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Belling. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. It's a running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Spartans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They punt it away on 4th down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited 1st half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
And the Spartans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Spins away from the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
Right down the middle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Haynes. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going over the top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Spartans! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 30 to Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simpson.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got a man. It's Haynes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. A run for the quarterback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run.
Turning on the Jets. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll keep it on the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Back to pass, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, first and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. He's trying to get it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. To throw, it's Childs. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession. So
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Gotta find a completion on this one. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. As has been the case.